So, as a kid, I never really played chess, I never really fuck with chess. Um, and I low key found out the reason, like, intuitively. Um, yeah, I found out intuitively today. Like, it's like maybe it's not maybe it's because I low key saw, like, okay, so you got yin and yang, right? You got yin and I see the witchcraft in it. You got black and white, right? And this is what um the two programmings that most humans fall into, black and white, right? So, and then you got the black king, you got the white king, you got the white queen, you got the black queen, white king, or yeah, you got the pawns, you got the horsemans. I never. It was almost like black and white war. Yeah, that's what that shit was. Black and white war. So, and this is part of the subconscious programming. So again, so in angelology, um, um, I have subconscious nurturing as a practice in angelology. So when you really start to reprogram your subconscious from, let's say, when you start to reprogram your subconscious from, yeah, just what the world has been feeding you from a kid, and uh, step into your yin, you go within and you see what the world really is for you, where you stand in the world, like as in your inner world, so you can ultimately share externally. Yeah, this is where you gain your inner spiritual authority back, and as a kid, right, I resonated with the saying that do unto others as you want to be done to you, so it's like this is part of our as a real spiritual beings, the sovereign beings, spiritual sovereign beings. That's one rule, so it's like we realize the repercussions of our actions, so through karma or dharma, so if you have positive actions brings back positivity into your life, and negative actions bring negativity into your life. So if you resonate with that, you're definitely part of my soul tribe. Like, that's just that's low key. If you just know that, right? Like, you don't need no moral compass. Um, that's just knowing that will set you straight, spiritually, And as a kid, I had that code, just doing on to others as I wanted to be done to me, you know. So yeah, that's that that black and white programming, right? So, and I also realized that through angelology, if you watch my previous video, not previous, but what video was that called? I think it was just called angelology. It was my live, yeah, my last live, I broke down angelology and talking about you know, why you shouldn't be mixing color spectrums with pigments, not pigments, but what's it called? Melanin and color spectrums should not overlap, right? So calling somebody who is pheomelanin dominant white, if they're not displaying traits of white, which is holiness, that's doing them, that's not doing them, that's not the right, they're not identified, they're not showing that, so let's say if somebody is pheomelanin dominant and they're not showing qualities of white, which is pure, you know, um, enlightened, you know, because this is white, the crown chakra, right? This is when you're talking about white, this is when you're when you're reaching that crown chakra or above, So when you're not touching on, the chakras below the crown, you know. So if someone is pheomelanin dominant and they're not displaying traits of holiness, pureness, purity, enlightenment, they're not white. They're not white in angelology. In my studies, in my practice in angelology, and if yeah, and if someone is you yeah, so someone can be melanin dominant like me and and express ideas, or not ideas but lights, okay, information that has to do with uh what's it called, integration, pureness, wholeness, um you know uh what's it called, knowledge from the higher realms. This is the white light, you know and the black light would be the absorption of all lights, so let's say um I said black light, but that's not a light. So you can't really, it's black absorbs all the light, so it's just the absorption of whatever, any kind of light. So it can be integration, right? But with let's say that's the absorption. So it's like it's just seeing any kind of light. So when you're in the black light, I keep saying black light, but within the yin, when you're in the yin, right, and you close your eyes and you go within the shop and you go use your first eye, and you're in your chakras, this is when you're able to utilize whatever light you want to express, right? If you've gotten that far in subconscious programming. Okay, so it's like the black works with all the lights, all the red, the yellow, the purple, the green, so it's just like a display, for all of them. It can it can absorb, let me see. So, and then when we talking about wholeness, right? Wholeness is nothing rejected, nothing suppressed, nothing fragmented. All emotions acknowledged, all aspect accepted. That's that is physical or physical lights or you know ways of looking at the wholeness, and embodied wisdom. Like for example, embodied wisdom is white and gold. So somebody expressing wisdom, like based off of what they've, what they're based off of their experiences, like I'm doing now. That's white and gold, So so yeah, the black, just to what's it called? Just to cover it, the black is a unexpressed infinite potential. So that's the exact way to just define the black. Just the unexpressed infinite potential. Like I said, so if somebody's in the black, they're in their yin. So you don't know. It's like the unknown. So but then when someone express something, then you're able to identify what type of light they're expressing. So but to identify pure white light is wisdom, knowledge of you know enlightenment. So yeah, that's how you really identify a white being, because there are no white people, right? There is no white person or black person, So find me somebody this color. Niggas is never black. You can be so dark and pigment, you turn. That's why they say black blue, right? Hold on, let me see. I think I got it on here. Blue black undertone is the last pigment in melanin. Blue black, but it's not black ultimately, right? So nobody's truly white and nobody's truly black. So if you're seeing this, I have planted a seed in your mind, and to truly call yourself white is living in ignorance, and to truly call yourself black is living in ignorance. All right, so yeah, initiate signing out. Catch you next now.